Sometimes you can be too close to a situation to be able to take an honest look at your involvement with it. Now, I'm not necessarily suggesting that you turn around and go completely 180 degrees in the opposite direction from a situation to which you have committed a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, and a lot of your devotion. And what particular area of your life might that be? Well, that's going to depend, amongst other things, upon what Saturn rules in your horoscope, where it's transiting, in addition to that, planets that it might be interacting with. And if you'd like a closer look at that in terms of your own personal horoscope, please feel free to schedule an astrological service through the astrological services page of my website. You can do that at the link above. So, on a certain level, it's not even so much that you're too close to a situation. It's perhaps that this situation is too close to you. Now, I'm not talking physically. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's too close to your heart. You feel like you've got a lot invested in it. But at the same time, you've been finding yourself in a position where you think that you have to be a servant to something, or perhaps even to someone, in order to deal with a particular situation. And inside of you, another part of you is thinking that this is the noble thing to do, right? And sure, whilst it can be noble to serve, are you really coming from that particular space? Is your heart 100% committed to a particular situation, or are you vacillating, going from one extreme to the other, sometimes feeling like you're all in, and sometimes feeling like you're just straight up pretending, right? So if you're just pretending, where's the nobility in that, right? Putting up a pretense in regards to a situation will eventually reveal the heart of where you're truly at with something. You can't fake devotion, okay? It's either there or it's not. But at the same time, in order to be able to come around to a position of being fully committed to something, sometimes you need to find yourself in a position of working through where your heart is really at with something. Now, that doesn't mean that you're being hypocritical. With Purva Ashadha energy, quite often that concept can come to the surface, the concept of being hypocritical. But in actuality, it's not so much that we're being hypocritical, it's just that we're working through what we really feel about something. Somebody once said to me that there is a specific religion that everybody practices daily, but that everybody refuses to admit that they practice daily, and that is hypocrisy. But hypocrisy is really a nasty word. I think that working through a process is much clearer because, sometimes we feel one particular set of feelings about a circumstance, and then the longer that we're involved in it, we begin to question those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's not a lack of nobility in going, you know what, this doesn't work for me, right? You're not being selfish if you go, I'm not getting what I need from this situation. As a matter of fact, you would be being very selfish if you didn't admit that you needed something back from that situation. Because when we're committed to something, we're not like, these perfect beings just yet, right? We're not these perfect beings just yet, other than the fact that we're perfectly who we are at any given moment in time. But no, we have to work through that process. And in that process comes the concept of ego. Everybody has one. Everybody has one. Everybody has needs that they need to have fulfilled to a particular situation. Everybody wants to feel supported. Everybody finds themselves in a situation from time to time where they don't want to follow. They want to lead and assert themselves and follow their own direction. And that's quite normal. And over the course of the next several months, you're likely to move from one particular way of looking at a situation to another. There's nothing wrong with that. What you're needing to do is you're needing to take a good, honest look at a situation. It's okay to not know anymore. As a matter of fact, it's very highly recommended, because if you don't know, that means you're willing to take a look. Hey, I'm teaching several ongoing webinar courses, one which starts in August, actually two that start in August, on the elements of the Panchangam, and the other one is on the Lajatati Avastas. The Panchangam is what I use to put together my lunar scope videos, and the Lajatati Avastas relate to how the planets find fulfillment through the horoscope. Plus, there are several other courses scheduled in for the next year. You can find out more about all of those through my webinar courses page, which is linked above. That's going to do it for this look at Saturn's transit through Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, starting on the 4th of August and continuing until the 29th of October, 4th of August to 29th of October 2019. Until next time, as always, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.